Welcome back to the channel. Jake Fine here with Doozy Productions, where we're enthusiastic about telling stories and helping you tell yours. Without further ado, let's get into this clip and see what Brian Junn has to say.
So to follow up on what you just said about, Hollywood films just crushing so many independent movies, that being said, you're now working on your fifth feature. So you're able to move through that when a lot of people that have been in LA for many, many years don't even come close to that, and working with some of the names you've worked with. How is that possible?
Well, I don't think I'm more gifted or smarter than anyone else. I just want to do it bad enough. And this goes back to what I was saying before. I create my own opportunities. I'm not going to wait for someone to say, oh, now we're going to let you make this movie. I figure out a way to do it, and I've always said this whenever I go into a movie, especially a movie like Steel City. I said, I'm going to make this for $30,000 or $300,000. I'm going to make this movie. And I think once you do that and you create the sense of urgency and you're moving forward, more people start to hop on. But I'm no smarter than it or more. I think there's a lot of passionate people out here who are passionate about acting or passionate and who want to do this and they're convinced this is their life. That's great. But if you're really convinced this is your life, then you have to make it your life. Make it a career. And I made the promise to myself that I would never give up. I would continue doing it despite whatever setbacks. Hey, if I've got to go get another day job, cleaning carpet or working in a warehouse, I'll do that. That's fine. But I'm never going to abandon what I feel is such an essential part of who I am as a person, what I can offer. I think given a bigger scale, given a bigger canvas, whether it's Hollywood, and I think eventually I'm going to get there, I'll be able to do something that's going to really affect, say something to reach a wide audience. But I'm not entitled. That's why I keep doing these small movies and figuring it out, because I really feel that one day I'll be in a position to reach a wide audience, and when that happens, when they say, where did this guy come from? They'll say, oh, he's been doing all this stuff. He's been working, he's been developing his craft to get here.
I will do a movie for if I'm passionate about the story, I'll do it for any budget. I'll even lose money on the production if I have it, if I'm that passionate about the story. And that's actually what I did for the documentary that I just started filming in New York 2 weeks ago. I was given a budget and I ended up spending that and my own money just to get this done. So definitely, I didn't profit on that part. There's obviously business on the back end that will hopefully work out for me. But the point is, if you get the opportunity, you can't fumble the bag. I was talking with my buddy Eric about this too. You guys should subscribe to. He has like 40,000 channels. If you guys are into hip hop and comedy and skits, you guys should go check him out because he's killing the game. But we were just talking about, like, if you get the opportunity, we can't imagine being one of the people who has a hit song or puts out a viral video and then gets lazy and fumbles the opportunity to create something huge, to create a media empire, to create a super big vlog channel, to create, like, I would never, you wouldn't see me getting the Netflix documentary and then not jumping right into the next documentary with all the momentum of the Netflix documentary. You wouldn't see, I would hate to be that person, right? And when you find something that you're so passionate about, in this case, this guy had a story that he needed to tell through filmmaking because he wants to be a filmmaker. He's like, I don't care if I can only scrounge up 30 grand or if I can manage to scrounge up 300,000. I'm gonna make this movie regardless. And that's why he's on his fifth feature film in Hollywood. He hasn't gotten in any big major studios yet, but he's certainly on his way. He's only 41. And that eventually he's gonna get the call, I'm sure, because he has the right attitude. These are the kind of attitudes me as a young person I look up to, because to me it's not about the talent, like he said. It's about how are you going to separate yourself. And the only way you can in the current market that we're in, where the barrier to entry is none, is to just really study, really put out films, really do as many things as you can to advance yourself. So I think we should all take this advice. We should all do that. And that's what I'm going to be preaching here at Doozy on this channel. It's all about the effort. It's about not fumbling the bag. It's about taking the opportunity and telling the best story that you can and knocking it out of the park and letting no stone go unturned in the editing process or the filming process, and fully seeing your vision and stretching your dollar if you have to. And yeah, I'll say that till the end of time in my filmmaking journey. So if you want to support the Thuzy movement, if you want to see my next documentary, if you want to be a part of this movement where you're going to see not my movement, but the documentary movement is going to become more mainstream and more cool. And if you want to spectate all that and be a part of this community as I join that movement, and I'm just going to try to provide you guys as much value on a weekly basis as possible. So if you do want to support, make sure you subscribe, like, and share with a friend if you want to support the channel. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.